Hello and welcome. I'm Adrian Thomas, owner and lead trainer for the Resilience and Wellbeing Company. Today, I'm going to give you a clear overview of our training portfolio. And because you may be comparing options, I'll also go a level deeper into what each program actually covers, who it's for, and what people leave with. We'll finish with two quick ways to choose the right starting point by role level and by business goal. Since 2018, the Resilience and Wellbeing Company have delivered over 600 courses, trained more than 6,000 delegates, and we've worked across 120 different organisations. The point of these numbers is really simple. We deliver practical, workplace-safe training that's been tested across roles, sectors, and real operational pressures. One-off training can raise awareness, but it rarely changes day-to-day behaviour on its own. The layered approach builds capability across every level, from boardroom to break room, so that language, skills, and escalation routes are consistent. That's how you reduce grey areas, improve early intervention, and make cultural change sustainable rather than ticking a box. At the heart of our portfolio is the N4 method. Notice, name, navigate, and nudge. The N4 method is a practical, safety-first way for general staff, managers, leaders, and cultural influencers to respond to everyday workplace moments with clarity and consistency so that small patterns don't become big incidents. Our N4 alumni always start navigating moments with the lowest effective response, and we're explicit about escalation when there's severity, a pattern, a power imbalance, a policy breach, or a safety and well-being risk. And a key boundary used in any interactive work is that we do not handle live grievances in session. Any live concerns follow your organization's formal route. This protects psychological safety and keeps training focused on skills building. So here's the portfolio at a glance. Over the following 6 slides, I'll walk you through each program area one by one, so that you can see what's included, who it's best for, and what people leave with. And then we'll pull it together with 2 quick chooser slides. Our portfolio includes the N4 suite, which offers core skills, applied modules, and a champion coaching program. We also offer our workplace allyship suite, learning how to deliver on your commitment to support women and historically marginalised groups in the workplace. Mental health first aid training, which is accredited by Mental Health First Aid England, including the newly developed Mental Health First Aid for Managers and Mental Health Skills for Managers courses. Our comprehensive workplace stress management suite is aligned with the HSE management standards, and we also are proud to deliver the Thrive Neurodiversity training. Each program is designed to build skills progressively, and where we use it, we embed the N4 method deeply into your organizational DNA. But let's look a little bit deeper into each of these programs. The N4 suite is our core capability build. It gives your organization a shared method for handling real workplace moments. The N4 method is a simple process. We notice, we name, we navigate, and we nudge. Our navigate stage is supported with levels of response from an in-the-moment clarifier of expectation to the use of company procedures. In the introduction to N4, we have a 60-minute session that is a fast, practical introduction for HR and people leads and senior managers who want shared language and a repeatable model. N4 Core is for people managers, team leads, supervisors, and we focus on practice. Delegates leave with a tried and tested response, they practice scenario drills, they consider observer feedback, and they develop an individual 7 to 14-day practice plan, ensuring that their training turns to habit. N4 Applied, these are 2-hour modules that are bolt-ons, the same method applied to priority risk areas so that teams respond consistently. Whether that's N4 Applied Compassionate Conversations, N4 Applied Allyship, or N4 Applied Suicide Prevention in the Workplace. Modular training designed to target challenge areas or build general capability. Our N4 Champion program is for adoption and habit building, creating internal capability to keep skills alive safely and over time, blending our N4 core and a minimum of 4 bolt-ons. Our N4 program has been built to meet core CIPD standards, ensuring it's evidence-based, aligned with professional people practice, focused on ethical and inclusive approaches, and it supports continuous learning and development in the workplace. Our Workplace Allyship Suite is a practical pathway anchored in the N4 method. Allyship courses and coaching are designed for real workplace moments, not performative training. It develops a clear culture-led approach to supporting women and historically marginalised groups within the workplace. Our foundation session gives shared language, micro moments, and what level 1 allyship looks like day to day. Skills for managers and influencers. Our delegates learn to develop practical scripts, understand how to deliver level 1 to 3 responses, and how to coach in the moment nudges. Embedding into culture and systems. This is for senior leaders and governance owners. We focus on level 4 to 6 escalation mapping, which is about organizational change and support, system fixes, and each delegate leaves with a 90-day embed plan. And we keep the same safety boundary in place. We do not handle live grievances in session. Any live concerns will follow your organization's formal routes to ensure that our sessions are focused on skills development and not current grievances. The Champion Coaching Program is for organizations that want allyship to become a sustained capability, not a one-off event. Champions build scenario fluency, role-specific scripts, and escalation discipline. And they learn practical reinforcement routines so the work stays alive safely and consistently. Champions develop a deep understanding of applying our N4 method to women in the workplace, neurodivergence and neurodiversity, race and ethnicity, and disability in our LGBTQ community, as well as learning how to support the wider diversity through core allyship skills. Adult MHFA is the accredited 2-day MHFA England course. It's designed for any role level with a maximum of 16 participants. Delegates learn the ALGI action plan, how to spot signs of common mental health conditions, how to have supportive conversations, and how to respond in a crisis, with clear boundaries, confidentiality, and looking at self-care. Every MHF aider receives a digital manual, a workbook, and 3 years access to the Mental Health First Aider support app, plus ongoing resources. The Mental Health First Aid Refresher supports existing mental health first aiders as they approach renewal. It refreshes knowledge, rebuilds confidence, and reinforces boundaries and good practice, including how to use the ALGI model effectively and safely. Mental Health Aware is a half-day foundation course for anyone who needs shared language and basic confidence. It reduces stigma, it increases understanding, and it helps people feel more able to start a supportive conversation and to signpost early. Training is a start. We work with every organisation to build in ongoing support for mental health first aiders. This keeps MHF aiders active, confident and protected from burnout. And our typical model is a foundation session followed up by monthly support or bi-monthly sessions. For mental health first aiders, this provides a safe space to keep their skills fresh and maintain boundaries. And for organisation, it improves consistency, strengthens return on investment, and reduces the costly cycle of retraining. Mental Health First Aid for Managers is MHFA England's flagship 2-day course specifically adapted for people managers and team leaders. It equips managers to lead with empathy, to recognise the signs of poor mental health and provide first-level support and early intervention, all while balancing the realities of management such as performance, fairness, policy and a duty of care. This course uses manager-specific statistics, case studies and conversation scenarios to ensure that learning lands in real workplace situations. It clarifies boundaries, escalation routes, and it supports sustainable manager wellbeing through self-care and resilience. Mental Health Skills for Managers is an MHFA England half-day course for people managers and team leaders. It builds confidence to have mental health conversations, strengthen psychological safety, and reduce presenteeism and long-term sickness with practical tools managers can use immediately. Our Workplace Stress Management Suite is aligned to the Health and Safety Executive Management Standards and builds capability across levels. Preventing work-related stress isn't just the right thing to do for workers, it's the law. And all employers are required to prevent work-related stress to support good mental health in the workplace. Employers are required to assess the risk of work-related stress impacting their workers and to act on the risks identified. A huge part of this is making it part of your everyday working life, not just a one-off tick box that gets forgotten about. This is again where a layered training works. We have 3 courses. The Introduction to Workplace Stress is for all staff, looking at pressure versus stress, the signs, the costs, and support pathways. Understanding workplace stress builds manager, HR, and mental health first aider capabilities. Understanding early warning signs, the stress response, mapping to the HSE standards, having supportive conversations using the LISTEN model, as well as practical interventions. And meeting your HSE obligations is for the senior leader, the health and safety worker, the HR director, covering legal obligations, risk assessment, intervention hierarchy, monitoring, and return on investment. These sessions are designed to be practical, evidence-based, and implementation aware. Understanding and supporting neurodiversity is essential for businesses who truly value their employees. We are proud to be approved to deliver Thrive's neurodiversity in the workplace training, equipping you and your teams with the tools to recognise and unlock the potential of the neurodivergent talent in your business. The Aware course is for all staff, exploring terminology, myths, strengths, and key differences. The Champion course is for advocates, HR, team leaders, and wellbeing champions, understanding things like executive functioning, sensory safety, communication, anxiety recognition, and reasonable adjustments. Our managers course is for people managers. Delegates learn the triangle of support. We look at the Equality Act compliance, bias-free observation, inclusive hiring, clear communication, and navigating hidden rules. The aim is practical understanding and practical adjustments, not labels and not forcing disclosure. We always work in partnership when it comes to building capability. And what's really important is that we can tailor training to ensure any relevance and impact. You may want to map training by role level, and here's a typical example of that. General staff may receive awareness and shared language training. Managers and team leads get practical skills and real moments. And senior leaders and key influence, they get governance, consistency, and embedding. On a discovery call with us, we'll recommend a simple sequence that fits your workforce and your risk profile. Alternatively, we can start with your business goal. If your priority is risk and compliance, we'll lead with stress and governance. If it's manager capability, we'll build practical confidence. If it's early intervention, we'll strengthen peer support. And if it's inclusion and retention, we'll build the allyship and neurodiversity capability. The key is that the pathway is coherent, not disconnected training activities. There's no right and wrong when it comes to implementation, but most organizations choose one of 3 routes. Maybe a comprehensive phased rollout to build upward or downward capability first, maybe manager first quick wins, or a targeted intervention for an immediate pressure point. The right option depends on your capacity, your risk profile, and what you need to shift first. And that's what we'll confirm in your discovery conversation. If you'd like a clear recommendation by role level, by business goal, and by what's realistic to implement, then do book a discovery call with us. You can reach me at adrian@rypwellbeing.co.uk. You can call me on 07584 906 061, or you can visit the Resilience and Wellbeing Company.com. Thank you for your time.